GMF, good money. New whip 200. Soldiers with me 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gonna be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Bills, reigning league MVP. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bills and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the...
The Bills offense getting going here for the first time, 9-0 now with their most recent victory. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. And you wonder, what can he do for an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago?
That's a great question, because not only was he the talk of the NFL, he saw the entire football world. You had little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week. A 6 for over 100 yards, I think that's well within reach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw, and this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. George Pickens is a 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So here are the Bills to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
There's a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to...
And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. Complete. Now he's loose again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to...
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. George Pickens. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Allen now on first down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, here's Allen. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dameon Pierce, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Ravens seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all tied. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The Bills ready to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty...
On play action, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. He may go. George Pickens. Touchdown, Bills. George Pickens with his third touchdown so far. Number 13 now on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats if they got their way.
And now out come the Bills. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Oh, fighting off the defender. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, 150, why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was edited on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple of kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So after the INT, it's Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And got his man complete.
Now he
He's into the clear again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Buffalo, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
And max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have. Keep working, okay? People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
This the king of crunk, sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that, ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off, no damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane, carry you like that do the truck. Trend following, I'm surprised you just now catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl, I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind, I promise it get pitiful. They love me, I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you weak.
instead. Look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full.
Oh, that was a player of the week performance right there.
We're rolling now, boys. Yo, Madden Cash, where you up? I smell tacos! Anyone getting on the sticks tonight?
I'm game, dude. Let's do it.
Celebrate tonight. Back to work tomorrow, fellas.
Plan to do a lot of celebrating this year. Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is pain.
Who's up for some victory tacos? I'm always ready for victory tacos, baby. Nice W today, man.
Hope my mama was watching tonight.
Come on, fellas, we going out tonight.
Hey, can we get that music turned up? Anyone got any body spray?
Yo, Rook, keep playing like this, and you'll cash in for sure.
I'm one of the first in the ice tub tonight, fellas. Too late, already full. Can't wait to watch some film from today.
Total team effort today, guys.